When you face danger or uncertainty in life, remember God always protects you. Deuteronomy chapter 20 verse 4 says, "For the Lord your God is he who goes with you to fight for you against your enemies to save you." Today in this video, I'm going to talk about God's protection. You are always protected. Watch this video and be blessed. Psalm number 91 verse 7 says, "1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you." While living in the midst of COVID-19, you may be overwhelmed by constant fear, a series of business failures, financial constraints, and insufficiencies. No matter what happens, no matter how bad the situation is, never stop believing that you are always protected. The God who protected Daniel from the mouths of hungry lions is the same God who will protect you. Amid agonies, maintain your integrity and healthy spiritual life by spending time with the living God. Just as you drink water early in the morning every day, have fellowship with God every day. Develop a habit of fellowshipping with God regularly. If you think that you don't have time to have fellowship with God due to tight schedules, you want to pray to God as you go about your activities. Have fellowship with God as much as you can. Don't let anything stop you from having fellowship with God on a regular basis. You won't regret the good things you do. Having fellowship with God on a regular basis shows that you are keeping your healthy spiritual life. Job was the richest man in the East. Job chapter 1 verse 3. Yet he didn't sin. He had a big business, yet he didn't forget to worship God. Job was faithful to God. He was a good man, careful not to do anything evil. Job chapter 1 verses 1 and 8 and Job chapter 2 verse 3. See how Job reflected his godly life even after he was overwhelmed by persecution. His 4 messengers came to him and gave him bad reports. Job chapter 1 verses 14, 16, 17 and 18. Job lost his wealth and children. Amid all his sufferings, he maintained his integrity. He fell to the ground in worship and said, "Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I will depart. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. May the name of the Lord be praised." Job chapter 1 verses 20 and 21. In spite of everything that had happened, Job didn't sin by blaming God. Again, Job was suddenly overwhelmed by painful sores from the soles of his feet to the crown of his head. Job chapter 2 verse 7. His wife said to him, "Are you still maintaining your integrity? Curse God and die." Job chapter 2 verse 9. But Job replied, "Shall we accept good from God and not trouble?" Job chapter 2 verse 10. In all this, Job didn't sin in what he said. In spite of all obstacles, Job had fellowship with God. Job is a great example to those who are going through hard times right now. Job's suffering was not the result of a lack of faith. Sometimes God allows his children to suffer and experience sickness, hardship, and disease so that he can know whether his children's faith in him is genuine. Abraham was also tested and was found faithful. In 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 7, Peter wrote like this, "Their purpose is to prove that your faith is genuine. Even gold which can be destroyed is tested by fire, and so your faith, which is much more precious than gold, must also be tested so that it may endure. Then you will receive praise and glory and honor on the day when Jesus Christ is revealed." Job suffered a lot when he lost his wealth and children, and when he had irritating sores on his whole body. Even so, he was faithful and had patience under sorest calamities. God didn't overlook Job's sufferings. He rewarded Job richly for his endurance. The Lord restored Job's prosperity after he prayed for his friends. The Lord doubled everything that Job had once possessed. Job chapter 42 verse 10. Job was persecuted, but he was not killed. The Lord said to Satan, "All right, he is in your power, but you are not to kill him." Job chapter 2 verse 6. Without the permission of God, Satan cannot kill you. Just as God protected Job from killing, he will also protect you. Just as God didn't allow Satan to kill Job, he will not allow Satan to kill you. Remember, you are always protected by God. You are always loved by God. Keep worshiping God. Hi guys, here comes to the end of my message. God bless you. I'll see you next time.